What's up, everybody? It's the Best Spot Kid Smooth, and I'm going to try to make a video without just rambling. So yes, you see the title of the video. I have sold my PlayStation 5, and you're probably asking, why did you sell your PlayStation 5? It's only the most wanted console of all time. Yeah, and this, for me, was one of the most useless consoles of all time. But hey, it wasn't all bad. Let's get into the video. So yes, I sold my PlayStation 5 late last week. I didn't have any real intentions on selling it. I didn't post it for sale. It sort of just was kind of a impulse decision, and I kind of just did it because at the end of the day, obviously you always want, I'm a gamer, you want, consoles, you want the latest. That's the reason why I really honestly kept it around. But me getting rid of it, I didn't have any remorse or regrets or felt any type of way because it just simply wasn't being used. I mean, people argue, they say PlayStation 5 is better, or PlayStation 5 have the better launch titles, or PlayStation 5 have better games. All subjective. At the end of the day, yes, I got Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and PlayStation 5 all day one, mind you. I got them all day one. PlayStation 5 had significantly better launch games, yet I've only found myself playing and enjoying one of them. I mean, I played Astrobot, that was cool, but I didn't take it seriously. It was just like, cool. The only game I really enjoyed was a game that was cross-gen with Spider-Man Miles Morales. I thought they did a good job with it. I played it on the PS5. I beat it, but after that, nothing else stuck with me. I didn't really care for Sackboy. I didn't really care for Bug Snacks. Godfall was awful, and Demon Souls, I just really had no real. I didn't have any real interest in that game. So I got it secondhand from Smashman 2K for about 40 bucks, and I haven't paid 70 bucks for any game so far to this point, and I really don't plan to in the near future. So other than Spider-Man, my PlayStation 5 was really collecting dust. I mean, I would turn it on now and then, but I wasn't doing anything significant with it. So it just sat there, collected dust. Obviously, you guys know, if you can't tell, I'm an Xbox guy. I play Xbox primary console, my favorite console, my favorite brand in terms of gaming. All my gaming is done there, and Xbox have been keeping me busy. I've been able to play games, and a whole lot of them, whether it be games that I bought, whether it be games on Game Pass, whether it be just regular multi-plat games. I'm just rather play them on Xbox. The Xbox as a console have been, just doing a lot. To me, as playing on Xbox, it doesn't feel like it doesn't have quote unquote Xbox has no games. That's what everybody like to say. It didn't feel like that, but it got most of my gaming time. Matter of fact, obviously Xbox Series X was the most played in my household, and then second place was the Xbox Series S, and then it was the PlayStation 5, which is weird, right? So the PS5, man, Addict came to me, he caught me at the right time, made an offer, and I was like, you know what, if I'm not gonna use it, you might as well, and I can get some money out of it in the process. And when I'm ready to play something on PlayStation 5, I can always buy another one. They drop them every week. The thing is, the situation with me is, I had no intentions of playing anything serious on my PlayStation until June, and that's when Ratchet & Clank come out. I might have gotten, Deathloop for the PS5. I might have done that, but Ratchet & Clank was the only really guarantee, and then maybe Horizon Forbidden West later on in the year, whatever, that got a release date. But at the end of the day, there was nothing that I was really interested in that I needed to play, or that I was actually playing. So it got no burn. On the Xbox, there's a lot of things going on. There's FPS Boost, so there's games I can revisit that's going to play better that will never get a boost on PS5. There's obviously Game Pass, which we get surprises like games like Outriders and games just launching day and date in the service, and I don't have to pay for it. So it's adding more stuff that I'm like, let me jump in this, let me jump in that. Whereas on PlayStation, you know what I mean, I only play really exclusives on that thing, and there's nothing really out right now. It's completely dry, especially if you only play exclusives. You know, some of you guys, you only play exclusives. So since you only play exclusive, since I only play exclusives on PlayStation, it was completely dry for me after Spider-Man. All the other games did not interest me one bit. So you factor in Xbox is doing FPS Boost. You factor in these gems that Xbox Game Pass is getting, and then you factor in that games just more games have been updated just naturally for Xbox than they have been for PlayStation. So as I've been saying, there are more currently, as of today, as I make this video, there are currently more games running at 60 or 120 frames per second on Xbox than there are on PlayStation. And some of these games exist on both platforms, and some of them, like, it's just, it is what it is. So there's more incentive to play more of my existing library on Xbox than to try some games. Because what people are tripping out about, what you don't see is that outside of the launch games that you probably exhausted by now, because we're what, March, we're already near 6 months into the launch of these consoles. After you exhausted the launch titles, what are you playing on your PlayStation 5? If you're playing anything, you're playing older games, and hopefully they've been updated. But if you're playing on the PlayStation 5, they probably haven't. I mean, some people are still playing Bloodborne. Here on Xbox, I can go back to a older game, and chances are it's taking advantage of the Series X in some shape or way. I mean, games are just being updated left and right to run at 4K 60 or to run at 120 frames per second. And if the devs don't do it, hell, Xbox is going to do it system wide. I mean, and Xbox is about to get an update for what's that thing called? Dolby Vision. You know, another choice. Xbox is just a better platform to me and PlayStation, and that's always been the case to me. I mean, I do respect PlayStation for different things, but in terms of platform and choice of play, the Xbox has just been a better place to play. It's right now is doing everything I need. Like, usually when you have two platforms, obviously you can't play two consoles at the same time, right? So if I'm not playing anything on Xbox, you would think I'm playing something on PlayStation, like an exclusive or something. But no, Xbox is just doing too much to satisfy me. I mean, there's a whole bunch of games available from different genres, different developers, different publishers, where I'm getting a lot of next-gen enhancements on this platform, and it's been smooth sailing. I mean, it's literally the best console out right now. I know people don't like to hear that, but I'm an Xbox guy. I play on Xbox. It's the best platform. I'm not afraid to say it. It's better than the PlayStation. And I know a lot of people like to point to, you know, different comparisons and graphical analysis. They point to, you know, NX Gamer or Digital Foundry. They'll you know, hand select some of the games that you know, did better on PlayStation. But to me, that don't mean anything, because in my honest opinion, every game runs best on the Xbox Series X. Every game looks best on the Xbox Series X. You know why? Because Xbox is the only platform to really take advantage of everything that's sort of out right now from a technological standpoint. So a lot of people, when they bought the PS5 and the Xbox, you know, and Series X, they ran out and bought LG CXs. You bought a PS5, but yeah, there's only one console that fully takes advantage of an LG CX. Even though Xbox partnered with Samsung for their QLED or their OLED models, or whatever they do, QLED models, Xbox is the only console that fully takes advantage of LG CX. Xbox takes advantage of, you know, FreeSync, VRR, fucking Dolby Vision, HDR, different display types. You don't like playing on TVs? You want to play on a monitor? You got yourself a brand new 1440p 144 hertz monitor for your console. Your PlayStation 5 isn't taking advantage of that shit. No, your Xbox will, though, because the Xbox recognizes 1440p as a native display, and you can play games natively at 1440p on your console, on that Xbox, on your 1440p monitor. On PlayStation, if you have a 1440p monitor right now and a game like Control is running 1440p as a fixed resolution, that game on a 1440p monitor will be 1080p. On Xbox, it will be 1440p across the board. I'm sorry, Xbox is just a better platform. That's not the reason why I sold the PS5. There was no animosity or no real reason that I sold the PlayStation 5. I just wasn't using it. And I'll buy another one I don't know, next month or something. It wasn't doing anything for me. But Xbox, I mean, I don't see how people hate on this damn console. I don't understand how people hate on this console. It is the most clutch console. It's the most compatible console that you can get. It plays damn near everything. Even if you wanted to freaking, you can play freaking retro games without even hacking the shit. You know how some consoles you gotta go and hack. The Xbox is like literally the most compatible console ever, and like these little this game is 1886p on Xbox in this area and 1998p on PlayStation 5. Shut the fuck up. You're not playing these games on you're not playing these games at the same time on 2 TV sets and noticing the difference. You're not gonna notice. And I'm sorry, yeah, no one's going to notice a dynamic resolution switching from 1800p to 2160p in action. Just not gonna happen. Yeah, you'll see a difference in frame rate dropping that drastically. You're not gonna see a resolution drop in action. You're not, because your eyes is not trained to fucking count pixels. So, in my opinion, the Xbox Series X plays all games best because at the end of the day, wherever games let's say falter or whatever, like if a frame drops, like, yeah, Xbox has VR. So you guys didn't know how to count frames to begin with. You guys can't count your own frames to begin with, but at the end of the day, a frame drop on the Xbox versus a frame drop on a PlayStation is different because one supports VR, the other fucking doesn't. A game screen tearing on one platform on PlayStation versus a screen tearing on Xbox is different. One supports VR, one doesn't. One you're gonna see this tear, the other you're not. Xbox is just a better platform, like in terms of shit like that. Now, the only thing the PlayStation 5 does better than the Xbox is play PlayStation exclusive, because they have some unique games that will never touch an Xbox, and of course the PS5 UI is new, the Xbox isn't. That's what I give PlayStation 5 a dub for. Right now, there's nothing that I miss about the PlayStation 5. It's gone, good riddance. If I come across another one, I might buy it. I might. But until then, I don't need one until Ratchet and Clank, and I got some time on my side, so I'll just, you know, grind out some games on the Xbox Series X and the S and enjoy my time with it. But that's the video, guys. It was just a little rant, a little shit talking. But I just wanted to do this video so I can say Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.